Hello everyone, this is Mark. Welcome to All Natural Aquatics. We're here again at Pets Plus in Lawrenceville, New Jersey for episode 10 of What Did We Get Today? And today it's going to be a little bit of a question for me too, because I know what I ordered, but I haven't gotten an invoice yet. So we'll see what came in. Stay tuned all the way to the end. We'll show you actually just a still photo at the end of Wolfie 101, who won the gift card that we announced last time. So let's see what's here today. 6 to 7 inch plecos. Really exciting stuff there to start. Should be some cool things. Pea puffers. Always need those, very popular item. Microsynodontis bait's eye. Little dwarf West African catfish. Makoki catfish, really neat little fish. Great for smaller tanks. Really not going to bother anything but the smallest of fish. So, you know, good for most tanks, including nanos, really down to about 5 gallons or so. It is a schooling fish. Likes being in aggregation. Then I don't know if I'd really say school, but it likes to aggregate and form into a group. So in a small tank, I'd probably only do one or maybe two, but in a bigger tank, you can certainly have a bunch if you'd like to. Longfin white skirt tetras. Marigold swordtails. Some nice males in there. Swordtails again, great fish for beginners. Great fish for advanced hobbyists. You can do a lot of fun things working with genetics on them. Really should be in at least a 20-gallon long. They need room to run. And the other thing you want to think about with them, with any of the Pasilian type live bearers, you should have more females than males, so that some of the females can rest while the other ones are getting chased. This is McCulloch eye rainbows. Haven't had those in for a while. Nice smaller Melanitania. A little bit bigger than precox, but not much. Silver tip tetras, nice size on those. Hard to really see the color on them yet. In the bag, you don't really see the silver tips. Looks like those are probably going to be nice gold color. Okay, let's get to the next row. Blushing tiger barbs. Don't order the blushers very often, but they told me these were nicer this week than the regular ones were, so we got those, and they look really good in the bag. Still a typical tiger barb though. You should have at least 6, and give them as much room as you can because they're active. They can be a little nippy. These are Odessa barbs, and it's coming right out of the box. Hard to see the sex ratio on those. But we were down to just a few females left, so we needed to get some more in. Another bag of the high fin white tetras, white skirt tetras. L114s. Red tail leopard pleco. Pull one of them out here so you can see it better. There we go. And this is another Project Piaba fish. Our guys in Florida got another shipment up from Project Piaba, so there's a few interesting things in here. That being the first one of the bunch. Little shabunkins. It's getting to be that time. People starting to think about outside, and I've had people asking for more single-tailed goldfish than just the feeders that we normally have, so figured I would get those guys in. And we just got a few plants, actually mostly semi-aquatics this time, for some projects I have going here that you'll see another time. That's purple waffle. Hey, we actually got Anacris. Haven't had real Anacris in a while, and that looks nice too. That's really nice and green. Variegated Acorus, again for one of my projects. And Dragon's Tongue. And that was all that came in plants. We're actually pretty well stocked with plants. Got quite a few in last time. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 boxes of fish out, and then we'll come back and do the next section. Okay, time for round 2. Before we start that, I actually want to bring back one of the bags that you guys have already seen and show you something different in there. I noticed when I picked up that bag of Microcynodontis bait's eye that there was one bigger fish in there. Let's try to get that where you can hopefully see him better. It's actually a grass cutter cat. Or actually, no, it's not a grass cutter cat. It's a, anybody? Yeah, that's what it is. He's one of the things that comes in as a grass cutter cat. It's also similar to, what sometimes comes in as a giraffe nose cat, but it's not really one of the real long ones, but it's probably closer to those than it is to most of the other grass cutter types anyway. So, cool fish. That's probably one that's going to get 7 or 8 inches long, where, those little Synodontis, Microcynodontis, not going to be anywhere near that big. All right, next one. Spotted Raphaels. Hey, a couple of people asking for Raphael cats, so I ordered spotted and striped this time. It's a tiger shovel nose. Nice size one. Where they're individually bagged in a larger bag, so we'll pop this open. You can see them a little bit better. They're baby Adonis plecos. Very cool fish, especially when they're young. Cardinal tetras from Project Piaba. See a single dead one in the bag on that. That's really unusual with cardinals. Usually get 1 or 2 anyway. Wow. Big L200. Really nice fish. Wow, he's great. Okay. What's in the cups here? Is that something packed in cups? Oh, some electric blue crayfish. Florida bred Oscars. Ones we got in a couple of weeks ago, we've sold out completely. There's 4 of them. I'll show you the first 2 there, and then what's the other? That's another Oscar. Oh, big Gymnogeophagus El Norte. It's the first one of these I've seen in this shipment. I ordered 4. Of course, there's no guarantee that we get that many. I know they were limited in supply on those. Yeah, it's just those and the Oscars. Okay. All right, let's set that one down. Get the next one here. Next box is actually all low tetras. We got all 6 colors of those. I'm not going to pick them up. And there's more Odessa barbs in there too. But you guys have all seen those enough times. Livingstone eye. Nice size Livingstone eye. Another Livingstone eye. Big hat, big predatory hat. One of the ones that in nature will lie down on its side in the sand and pretend that it's dead, waiting for small fish to come up to pick at it, and then it eats them. So great ambush predator is another one of those. Some more decent sized bags in there. That's another one of the El Norte. Looks like we got all 4 of them. Beautiful, beautiful fish. These are blue endlers. Just males. And those would be red male endlers. Did not have any females available. and some 5 to 6 inch plecos. And the main reason I ordered this week was more of the Senge tetras, which they told me were doing great. If you remember a couple of shipments back, we got a batch in that came in not in very good shape. They were supposed to replace those the next week, and they didn't because theirs were sick. And when I placed this order on Monday, today is Wednesday, I was told they were in great shape and wouldn't be any problem, and they did not come in. Well, we have 2 more boxes, but they're a box of ghost shrimp and a box of feeder guppies. So that's it for this time. If you're going to be at the Carolina Aquarium Workshop, if you're not local to us, but you're going to be at Carolina Aquarium Workshop, I can deliver fish to you there, but I'm not going to take anything that's not pre-ordered, except for some stuff that I'll be donating. And otherwise, come on in and see us. If you are not local to us, find your local shop. Go in and talk to your local independents. Don't talk to the chain stores. They're not going to help you out with most of the kinds of fish that we just got. They're going to get just their standard, usual, ordinary bread and butter stuff. If you're looking for things that are new and different or unusual or rare in the hobby, find your local independent store, talk to them, see what they can order for you. And on that note, I'm going to finish for today so I can go get the rest of these guys out. And I will add a picture of Wolfie 101, and then we'll see you next time. I will be in Carolina next week from March 5th to the 8th at the Carolina Aquarium Workshop. Lots of great speakers down there, plus me. Got Chris Biggs, the mad aquarist. He will be amusing, entertaining, and incredibly instructional and educational. He's a great guy, great speaker. Charlie Grimes, who has been, for the last 35 years, the best aquarium speaker in the country, will be there I know he's presenting his Dead Fish Talk. I don't know if he's doing one beyond that or not. Mr. Bratz is there, and there's a lady coming down from Canada, and I am blanking on her name. But regardless, it's always a great time. We go collecting on Friday. If you haven't been out collecting native fish, it's a great opportunity to go do that. If you have been, man, it's a very species-rich habitat there. That whole area. We may be going in Coastal Plain. We may be going in the Emo River. Just kind of depends on weather and where the water levels are going to be best for us. It is still spring in North Carolina. It's cold. If you want to get in the water, bring a set of waders. Especially if you're American, you're probably going to be cold. Now, Chris did say, he was asking me when I said something about that last week online, if that was American cold or Canadian cold. And I figured Chris is going to be skinny dipping while the rest of us are collecting in waders. So anyway, that's the deal with Canadian cold. But it should be a fun time. So I hope to see some of you there. And otherwise, I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.